Minister, my question to you is in relation to the weapons and ammunition held by the National Parks and Wildlife Service, and to ask you directly if any request has been made to Garda Síochána or any outside body on the amount of arms and ammunition held by the National Park and Wildlife Services, and if you will ensure that any report emanating from such an investigation would be made available to the public.
Thank you very much, Chair. My department is not aware of the loss of any high-calibre weapons or ammunition from armouries. As part of its annual asset verification process, my department undertakes reviews of sensitive assets, including firearms. These are routine and standard assets reconciliation, verification and management exercises.
I do want to draw to your attention that really my question isn't just dropping out of the sky. There are concerns of members of staff in the National Park and Wildlife Services in relation to the arms and ammunition held by the service. And you've said there was an audit carried out in 2016 and another one is commencing in 2017. So just two quick questions to you would be, is this a regular occurrence to audit the arms and munitions annually? And also, are you satisfied that the audit of 2016 has delivered all the questions and detail that are required in order to ensure that the department is in compliance with the Firearms Act? Because it's a real concern of some members of the National Park and Wildlife Services that some arms and some munitions are unaccounted for. Now, if you're telling me that the audit is done and that you're happy with it, but it's not available to the public, would it be available to me or anybody else who might want to put in an FOI on it? But I would like to hear you reiterate that you're happy with the 2016 audit and that there is an audit commenced for 2017 and when the results of that audit may be available.
Thank you very much. My understanding that the report carried out every year, 2016 has already been carried out to the management board. Now, there will be some very sensitive information, and you can understand that where the location, the arms we have and the ammunition, you just can't throw that information, and for security reasons we will not be allowed to give that information. But I've been told by my department that 2016 that there has been no issues in relation to ammunition or in relation to the equipment that we have missing. So I can't tell you more than that, Deputy, and I'm being honest when I say that to you. And again, for 2017, along with the review, they're also looking at procedures now, to make sure that we're carrying out the procedures in accordance with the regulations. So I can assure you, for 2016, I've been assured by my department that nothing has been found that warranted an investigation, and for 2017 is now taking place with further security checks this year, because we want to make sure we don't want to be putting anybody in danger. And in relation to the ammunition, but we can't say where that ammunition is, or we can't say what ammunition we have or what rifles or guns that we have by our rangers.
Yes, Chair.
I do accept your answer, but in that you've been reported from your department that the audit for 2016 is in good condition, but you haven't seen it. So when will you see the audit for 2016 and the audit for 2017? Because I think it is necessary for the Minister responsible to look at it. And I'll tell you what the concern is, that there's a systemic underfunding of the National Park and Wildlife Service, and it's reflected in other things like the underfunding of the protection of corncrakes and the curlew, and the sort of mismanagement of monies going to farmers in the wrong places for the protection of the right birds. I can't go into the detail because I don't have the time, but there are anomalies in the proportionality of how the conservation grants are divvied out to farmers, and there's also a problem with the check back on to see how those grants were used and if the farmers are carrying out the works that are required to protect the species such as corncrakes and the curlew population, and if there's enough oversight on the whole project. So I'm really getting at a systemic underfunding of the Department of Wildlife Services, the outsourcing, for example, to Birdwatch Ireland, an organisation I have great respect for, but outsourcing some of this work to them indicates that there is an underfunding and understaffing of the department, and therefore this could impact on the oversight on munitions and arms.
So just in relation